Hi, Vinny White here, and I'm going to show you a quick video on how you can run TestComplete tests within LoadNinja, our cloud-based performance testing platform. This integration ensures anyone can create robust, reusable test cases in TestComplete, and within a few clicks, you can push those same tests to LoadNinja's platform using real browsers at scale. This allows us to test our application works as expected, but also take those same expectations and test it under load. In previous videos, you would see how easy it is to scale TestComplete tests across different devices within our device cloud bitbar. You would also have seen how we can visually check our application looks as it is intended, leveraging our visual testing platform powered by SmartBear Halo AI. Now we have unlocked a brand new capability allowing users to run their functional tests created in TestComplete to LoadNinja. This capability will ensure we can performance test our applications more often and more frequent as we release new versions of our application. Let me show you how quick and easy it is to set up. So here I have a test where I log in to my web application, I select an item, bring it to cart, check out and log out. What we're going to do is we're going to take this keyword test that I created and we're going to connect it to LoadNinja's load testing platform. Before we do this, we just need to set up the connection between TestComplete and LoadNinja. That requires an API key, which you can get within your LoadNinja instance. If you don't have a LoadNinja account, you can sign up for a free trial to test out this connection. Now that we have successfully validated the connection, we can go ahead and create what's called a load group. The load group icon will appear as a new icon in the execution plan. This icon provides a direct connection to LoadNinja's platform within TestComplete. This will populate a scenario screen that allows you to give the load group a name. You can specify the parameters for the load test, like how long the load test will be, ramp up time, ramp up steps, and much more. Once we've configured the load group, we can drag our tests into the load group, and from there we can configure the size of our load, whether we want to run a 10 user load, a 100 user load, a 500 user load. We can upgrade your LoadNinja account to facilitate your needs. We can distribute the load, so if you have more than one script, you can distribute it across different tests, and you can also choose different locations within LoadNinja. Once you're happy, you can then run the focused item, and this will now launch the LoadNinja tests directly from TestComplete. As LoadNinja is a cloud-based platform, it has all of the resources required to run the load test. Right now, we're just allocating those resources, transferring the scripts from TestComplete to LoadNinja and running the test. This takes approximately a minute or two to spin up. As you can see, we are currently ramping up, but as we ramp up, we can actually see the metrics come into LoadNinja in real time in terms of how performant this application is under load. We have different tabs here, so we can analyze any errors that are created within the load. We can identify bottlenecks using the error tab, triage them, troubleshoot them if required. We can access our network analytics and get a deep dive in terms of how certain components are rendering using browsers. We can get an overview using stats and charts, but in general this is how we will analyze the results in real time or after we've run a load. As you can see, our load test has completed. It's generated a new log for us to analyze, and we can double click on that log, which will then open up the view within LoadNinja's platform. This will give us all of the information in terms of what happened in the load test, and once again we can go ahead and look at all of those different tabs that were collated earlier on. That would include any of the charts at a script or step level, stats at a script or step level, network analytics, and error counts of what happened in our test. I hope you found this video useful. Be sure to upgrade your version of TestComplete to 16.0. Give this feature a try and let us know how it goes.